Animal breeding isn't easy and should only be carried out by people who know what they're doing. Selective breeding allows humans to choose certain animal traits and characteristics over others, but this doesn't always go according to plan and can often lead to serious genetic health issues. These issues, like exaggerated features, problems breathing, or reproductive failure, result in some odd-looking creatures that probably wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for our meddling. Let's find out more by taking a look at some of the most horrifying pets we've bred into existence.
Amazing!
Number 15. Jaglion. When a male jaguar and a lioness get together, they create a hybrid called a jaglion. Cool, right? But this fierce, velvety, demonic-looking creature isn't a natural outcome of big cats mating. Jaguars and lions don't ever get together in the wild, because jaguars live in the jungles of the Americas, while lions lounge in the African savanna. This unlikely cross-species dating only happens in man-made environments, like zoos or animal sanctuaries, which means they're completely unnatural creatures. Could you guess that by looking at them? Big cats are often acquired as pets for the super rich, so you might expect to see a jaglion climbing out of a private jet on Instagram any day now. Number 14. Bubble-eyed goldfish. Goldfish. Easy to look after, forgetful, and not exactly exotic, unless you've ever seen the bubble-eyed goldfish. Back in the 1900s, fish fanciers bred them from the similar, but not as spectacular, celestial eye goldfish. The bubbles are sacs under their eyes filled with fluid, and this unnatural mutation makes the bubble eye a slow swimmer, so they can't reach food very fast and other fish tend to steal their lunch. Because of these fragile bubbles, the fish risk death from infection if they meet a sharp object, such as gravel on the bed of the tank or another aggressive fish sharing their home. Even the filtration system on the tank can be fatal, as a powerful high current can bust open their bubbles. So even though this goldfish looks like a unique little alien to add to your aquarium, just remember that a fragile fish who can't swim well isn't what nature intended. Number 13. Damascene goats. For some reason, it looks like an ugly dinosaur, but this thing here is a goat. Herders in the Middle East bred Damascene goats for their milk, meat, and skin, and these creatures famously produce the best milks and cheeses. Nowadays, people like to keep these goats as exotic pets thanks to their unusual looks. While often counted among the world's ugliest animals, Damascene goats fetch high prices and star in goat beauty pageants. Yes, they're a thing. And breeders will do their best to ensure that the more extreme characteristics of these animals are passed on to their offspring, until they turn out looking like a demon even the devil couldn't love. The oddest thing about these beasts is the contrast between the adult and the kid. They go from delightful to demonic in just a couple of years. Puberty can be a pretty rough ride. Number 12. Chinese crested dogs. Many Chinese crested dogs can be beautiful, but some of them turn out a little different. Dog breeders developed the Chinese crested variety from hairless dogs and bred them to be smaller companion pets. They're supposed to be hairless everywhere except their head, feet, and tail. However, hairlessness is not a totally dominant trait, and its variations can produce some odd-looking individuals. The breed has quite a lot of issues. They get cold because of their lack of fur, so need covering up in the winter. Not with wool though, because they're allergic to that. Also, unlike other dogs, they don't need to pant to cool down because they have sweat glands, so they can get sweaty. Thanks to its flaws, this breed is a constant winner at the world's ugliest dog contest. Number 11. Ukrainian Levkoi cat. This Ukrainian Levkoi cat looks kind of like a hell beast. With its huge green eyes, hound-like ears, and furless ash-colored body, it looks like it was born in the fiery pit itself. This breed of cat came about in the year 2000, when breeder Elena Birukova crossbred a Scottish fold with the Donskoi. The Ukrainian Levkoi breed is so new that it's only been recognized since 2010, and only in Ukraine and Russia. Elena Birukova chose two distinct feline mutations, folded ears and hairlessness, to create this cat. Fortunately, these hellcats don't seem to have any genetic health problems, except for sensitive skin. Number 10. Naked neck chicken. Chickens make loyal and affectionate pets, and you get fresh eggs as a bonus. Even though breeds of chicken can vary significantly in looks, you always tend to know you're looking at a chicken. Unless you come across the turkey, that is, or if you prefer, the turkin. This is the Transylvanian naked-neck chicken, which has the body of a chicken and the head of a turkey. Not in a science experiment gone wrong kind of way, but as the result of a genetic mutation in Romanian chickens. The naked neck was developed in Europe in the 1800s to establish a hardy, disease-resistant chicken, but their mutation did not serve them well. Fewer feathers make them easier to pluck, so they're much likelier to end up as drumsticks. Number 9. Cartoon-faced horse. What do Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, George Washington, and Napoleon all have in common? They all rode Arabian horses. Bedouin desert tribes originally bred these creatures as war horses. But see that delicate dished face? That's just one of the Arabian horse's distinctive traits that set them apart from other equines. Speaking of distinctive traits, meet El Rey Magnum, the strange result of careful breeding. El Rey is, according to his owners, perfection, which seems to mean looking like a cartoon horse from a Disney movie. Equine vets, on the other hand, describe the unnatural appearance as horrific. El Rey's nose is so seriously flattened that he may struggle to breathe, especially when he's exercising. Not exactly warhorse material. Number 8. Werewolf cats that act like dogs. This is the Lycoi, and it looks like a cat you wouldn't want to mess with. The word Lycoi means wolf cat in Greek, and you can see how the name fits. Cat breeders discovered a natural mutation within domestic black short-hair cats that prevented an undercoat growing beneath their fur, which gives these cats their grayish, lycanthropic appearance. The Lycoi breed is very new, dating from only 2011 when it was created by Patty Thomas and Johnny and Brittany Gobble. The cats can live up to their wolfish appearance by displaying very dog-like traits. They sniff things out, they like to fetch, and they display a dog-like dedication to their owners. Remember, folks, an unearthly companion is for life, not just Halloween. Only one problem: they're very rare and can cost upwards of $2,000. Number 7. Budapest Pigeon. Pigeons were traditionally bred for racing, showing off, or even food, so they've been subject to lots of selective breeding to make them faster, more distinctive, and tastier. Which brings us to the Budapest Pigeon. Pigeon fanciers breed them specially to have these huge bug-like eyes. The Podol brothers developed the breed in the early 20th century to create efficient flyers for pigeon racing. They were successful. The Budapest pigeon can stay in flight for up to 5 hours while giving you the stink eye. No one knows why those massive eyes would help pigeons with staying up in the air, unless they're secretly filled with helium. Budapest pigeons now spend their time entering competitions where they have no problem standing out. Number 6. Skinny pig. Cute, furry, and easy to care for, guinea pigs make great first pets. But I think it'd be harder to love one of these. This is a skinny pig, the guinea pig's weird cousin, and it looks kind of like it just narrowly escaped from Chernobyl. The mostly hairless breed was created in 1978, when scientists bred standard guinea pigs with lab-raised ones that carried a spontaneous genetic mutation that left them without hair. The fully bald lab pigs had been used for dermatology experiments, but when they started breeding with their hairier cousins, the outcome was more deserving of the name werepig than skinny pig. Number 5. Teacup puppy. Popular pets include toy dogs, miniature-sized canines who can be carried about by their owners. But there's a terrifying trend of breeding puppies so tiny that they can fit inside a teacup. Teacup puppies are cute and fashionable, and make excellent Instagram posts. But these designer dogs can develop all kinds of health issues, and not just because they're so small you could accidentally squish one with your bare feet. Because of their size, their skeleton is very fine. This means that jumping about like a normal puppy can result in painful broken bones. Tiny dogs can also suffer from organ failure. Rescue centers are even seeing brand new complications. One Chihuahua named Pip was born with half her brain missing. That's a high price to pay for a fashion accessory, don't you think? Number 4. Ankoli Watusi cow. Meet the Ankoli Watusi cow, the royal ox and cattle of kings. It has some of the biggest horns in the world, measuring up to 8 feet long. It's also one of the heaviest breeds of cattle, weighing between 900 and 1,600 pounds. Herdsmen in East Africa selectively bred female Ankoli Watusi cows with large horns so that the females could defend themselves and their offsprings better against predators such as lions and jackals. Bizarrely, even though those horns look incredibly heavy, this cow is very nimble and can run and jump with great agility. Remember, cows are more dangerous than you think and kill more than 20 people a year. Number 3. Gibber italicus canary. Canaries make popular songbird pets, and when I say canary, you probably think of a cute yellow bird perching on a little swing inside a cage, right? Think again. This is the Gibber italicus canary, and for some reason, that's what it's bred to look like. Its distinctive posture takes the form of a number 7, which is exactly what their owners want to see. However, due to the intensive inbreeding that plagues this bird, they often have shorter lifespans, lower fertility, and if they do manage to produce offspring, they have a very low chance of survival. I'd give this bird a 7 out of 10 for the horrors of selective breeding. Number 2. Tumor fish. Back in the 1990s, fish enthusiasts had a special admiration for fish with humps on their heads. Breeders in Malaysia crossed red devil and trimax cichlids from Central America with hybrid blood parrot cichlids from Taiwan to create the flower-horned cichlid, or tumor fish. It's a completely artificial breed that looks like an intelligent life form from another dimension. Does it have space for an extra brain in there? Is it plotting against us? The flower-horned cichlid is so aggressive that it often bites its owner's hand during feeding time. As if to add to its creepiness even further, its favorite snack is bloodworms. Number 1. Wolf dogs. When you breed a domestic dog with a wolf, you get a hybrid called a wolf dog. While this rarely happens in the wild, genetically, there's only a 0.2% difference in the DNA between a dog and a gray wolf. Wolf dogs have become a lucrative trade for breeders, especially for fans of Game of Thrones who want their own dire wolf. But a wolf dog is much more wolf than dog. Once it's grown, it becomes wilder and more wolf-like, and soon its owner discovers they're sharing their home with a wild animal. Despite knowing that they've literally bought a pet which is half wolf, the animal's true lupine nature still takes people by surprise. So don't go buying wolf dogs, folks, or you might get exactly what you deserve. Do you know of any other horrifying hybrids or scary selective breeding experiments? And which one did you find the most horrifying? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.